Welcome, I'm Crystal Gate, playing From Glory to Go. Today I'm going to play Admiral. I'm going to try to use a cyborg strategy.
Orders received. Orders received. On my way. Attack. On my way. Attack. Let's go. On my way. Attack. Attack. On my way. On my way. You got it. Let's go. Attack. Orders received. Let's go. Orders received.
If you get the Earth's banners as an option, I don't think there's any reason not to take it. The Earth's banner beats pretty much every other low-level option for the Admiral.
You got it. Orders received. On my way. You got it. Let's go. Orders received. On my way. Attack! On my way.
If you do have the Anvil as a ship, my suggestion is that you clear it out aggressively even if you don't have the resources to build it right now, because as soon as the enemies choose to launch an attack on that ship, you may lose your soldiers, so it's best to have as much as you can clear out.
Orders received. Attack. Attack.
I have made one change in strategy. I used to be rather aggressive with researching robotics. I have changed my mind to robotics should be researched before you set down a tamper in order to get more water. But it's questionable if it actually pays on getting it earlier than that.
Orders received. Orders received.
I really do want to find some ore. That said,
On my way.
my planned strategy is to combine cyborgs and basic troopers, so even if I don't find ore, I can still build a load of troopers. And I can do that without them being wasted. I have chosen to research factory anyway.
Attack! On my way. Let's go. On my way. Let's go.
I have found ore, so
Let's go. On my way.
yeah, it's faster often to send the captain up to the ship and then down again rather than walking all the way. If you take a lot of beating, it's also a way to reset the captain's health. That said, if the enemies decide to attack the ship before you can send the captain down, guess what?
You're under attack.
You're not going to send him down now, so it's not entirely without risks.
Let's go. Let's go. On my way.
If you're hearing any strange sounds, that's my cat.
Attack. Attack.
We're under attack.
Let's go. Orders received. You got it. On my way. On my way. On my way. On my way. Orders received. Attack.
We're under attack.
On my way.
And we're all lucky the ore is in a enclosed and easily defended space.
On my way. On my way.
We're under attack.
On my way.
The factory will be up rather late due to the fact that it took a long time to find ore, but well, it's going to
You got it.
get up.
Attack. On my way. Orders received. Attack. On my way.
We're under attack.
On my way.
We're under attack.
Let's go.
We're under attack.
Let's go. Orders received. On my way. Orders received.
Normally, I would recommend that you get the commando for Admiral. Unless you're playing against the RFI. The commanders aren't very good against the RFI. But otherwise, the commanders are pretty solid units.
On my way. You got it.
Once you get some veterans levels with
On my way.
them, they are going to out-damage walkers on a cost-by-cost basis.
On my way. You got it. Let's go. Orders received. On my way.
I do think that the cannon is probably a bit overkill since I got the grenade launcher with the captain. If you have the grenade launcher, the captain can typically beat the wave alone without any backup other than walls.
You got it.
Okay, standard recipe
You got it. You got it.
for the ship: 2 stores and then 8 academies.
You got it. On my way.
I do have the 2 stores built.
Attack. You got it. Let's go. Let's go.
The reason why it's specifically 2 stores, I have mentioned it in other videos, but a lot of the building times are going to be spent on connectors, and normally it takes 2 packages sent from the command center in order to build a single connector. But when you take excessive automation, that raises to 3 packages, and 2 stores is what you need to offset it and get back to
On my way.
2 packages again.
We're under attack.
So that will speed up a lot. getting further doesn't really help unless you get enough to speed it up to a single package.
On my way.
And that will, with excessive automation, take
On my way.
9 stores.
You got it. Attack!
We're under attack.
Attack. On
I
my way.
have a good ore income now. It says 4.2, but
On my way.
well, that doesn't account for the factory which doubles it, so
On my way.
I'm getting far more.
On my way. Let's go.
We're under
You got
attack.
it. Orders received. Orders received. On my way. On my way. On my way. Let's go. Ready.
We're under attack.
You got it. On my way. Attack. Let's go. On my way.
We're under attack.
You got it.
We're under attack.
On my way. Let's go. Attack. On my way. On my way.
We're under attack.
You got it. Let's go.
We're under attack.
You got it. On my way. On my way.
We're under attack.
You got it. Follow me. You got it.
We're under attack.
You got it. Go, go, go. You got it. Let's go.
We're under attack.
The trooper plus cyborg combination,
On my way.
its main weakness is if the enemies have range. It doesn't have any
You got it.
very good counterplay against enemies with good range.
You got it.
The mutated troopers are easy enough. The cyborgs are rather durable against them.
On my way.
These cyborgs have both heavy armor and a decent chunk of hit points, and they have a lot of armor value as well, so they take almost no damage from mutated troopers. Stingers are another thing though.
You got it.
I think they do well enough against biters though.
You got it. Let's go.
Technically they don't have that much of a counterplay, but they are tanky enough, and the troopers will pretty soon concentrate their fire on the biters, so that tends to work enough. That said, what I intend to do is to use the cannons as backup. I also do have tier 5 research unlocked, which is pretty good to get before second wave. I had a rather lucky start
We're under attack.
here with most of the direction having choke points that I could easily just close off. I make a mistake here. I'm building my 7th academy
Let's go.
and I'm forgetting to build the 8th, so
On my way.
that's going to be a problem.
We're under attack.
Let's go. You got it. Copy.
We're under attack.
Let's go. Let's go. Orders received. On my way. Orders received. Go, go, go.
When it comes to wave defense, Avengers can pretty much just go out and meet the wave. I'm going to try the same thing with cyborgs. I'm also activating auto production with both troopers and cyborgs, so they are constantly going to be pumped out without I having to do anything.
On my way. Orders received. Orders received. Attack. Orders received. Attack. Attack. Orders received. Orders received. Orders received. Let's go.
Yeah, you need 8 academies to have your units start at Veteran C level 3, but with just 7 they are rather close to starting with Veterans C level 3 anyway. So it takes rather little time for them to get there, so it doesn't make that much of a difference, which is also why I don't really notice the problem.
On my way. You got it. You got it. Attack! On my way. Attack. Let's go. On my way. On my way. Let's go. Let's go.
This is another good thing with cannons. If the spawn do come from a direction you don't expect them to, you can solve it with cannons. As long as you don't get unlucky and the enemies decide to board the ships. Although that isn't a problem because I have 7 academies and they will pump out enough troops so that any boarding enemies will die very quickly.
You got it. On my way.
You're under attack.
On my way. Affirmative. Go, go, go.
You're under attack.
On my way. You got it. On my way. You got it.
We're under attack.
The laser is rather good for taking out
We're under attack.
strategical enemies during clearing. I think the reason that I normally don't make that much use of cannons is because I usually have better clearing units. If you use something like walkers, they can pretty much handle any enemies. Biters, no problem. Stingers, no problem. Tunnelers can be a bit of a problem if you don't pull them back to suppressed terrain, but the tunnelers are pretty much a problem for anything. I should have paid more attention to the lava batting troopers and cyborgs. I didn't lose too much really, so...
We're under attack.
This is actually an excellent place
You got it.
for, you know, building hubs
We're under
and
attack.
later biomes. Probably even sky gardens. It's not, you know, a perfect building place, but close enough.
We're under attack.
Orders received. On my way.
2 laser cannons are usually enough to handle most problems.
We're under attack.
That said, if I had used better setup like walkers, they would have done all that without laser cannon support needed. And then I could have gotten more manufacturing buys, which would have given me more walkers in turn. Although that would have then slowed down my economy due to me having a lot of walkers, so
On my way. Orders received.
We're under attack.
the game kind of have a tendency to even out the economy a bit.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah, moving.
Although I must say I used to be far more aggressive with just spending money on economy and building far less units. This resulted in me often having something like
We're under attack.
often getting more than 3,000 effort income later in the game.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Affirmative.
Okay, this I think is a good demonstration of the advantage with cannons.
Let's go.
I do have the army to handle the wave without needing any cannons, but if I do that I have to pull my army back from clearing, so that is where cannons do come in handy. You can defend against the wave without needing to slow down your clearing. On the other hand, the cannons just sit there, so it's
You got it.
advantage and a disadvantage.
We're under attack.
If you're playing the robots, I don't think you have that much of a choice because their turrets are much weaker than the human turrets. Although the bunkers, the road bunkers are more powerful than the human bunkers, so yeah, what you can do is just to put a few units into the bunkers and that way handle it.
Confirm.
I built a set of 3 cannons to defend against the wave, but the wave did not go there. This is a good sign that that area is some enclosed space that you can't reach from the edges.
Ready. Let's go. On my way. You got it.
Yeah, the biter went down really quick. So that's... Oh, I'm flooding both effort and crystals. I should
You got it.
adapt my strategy a bit. Think what I should do is to produce more troopers.
On my way. Ready.
We're under attack.
On my way. On my way.
We're under attack.
You got it. You got it.
We're under attack.
Funny note, the batteries used to cost ore, but now they only cost crystals. It actually took me quite a while once that happened to notice it and start building batteries earlier. I used to hold off building batteries until later in the game when I had a much higher ore income.
On my way.
You know, if I tried really hard, I could probably get the plasma cannons up before the fourth wave. This is mainly because I got rather lucky with the map, though. This is rather a great
We're under
map.
attack.
Very good start and then pretty much continue to be good. I'm going to say it right now. I do think that the cyborg and trooper strategy is subpar. The reason that I'm doing so fine is, well, as I've said before, due to the map generation.
We're under attack.
That said, it is rather cheap building cyborgs and troopers.
We're under attack.
There is quite a lot of merit to it, in my opinion. But I would go
We're
with
under attack.
just a boatload of walkers.
You got it.
We're under attack.
On my way. You got it. On my way. On my way. You got it.
We're under attack.
Let's go.
Okay, the reason that I sent the captain up to the ship and then immediately down again is very simple. I just pressed the wrong button.
Let's go.
We're under attack.
Problem is I can't really disable that button, because if I do that I end up disabling a lot of other buttons as well.
Let's go.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
I unlocked the plasma cannons bit too late in order to get them up before the fourth wave, but they are complete overkill for fourth wave anyway.
You got it. On my way.
We're under attack.
You got it. You got it. Affirmative. On my, you got it. Let's go. On my way.
We're under attack.
got it. Let's go.
Right.
Attack! You got it. You got it. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, this is really great with the cannons. If the wave becomes a problem, you can usually just solve it. Cannon away. And that tends to be it.
We're under attack.
Let's go. On my way.
Yeah, my energy is getting low. That said, now that I do have a lot of batteries, once the energy icon shows up, I do have time to adjust.
On my way.
We're under attack. We're under
What I should be doing is spend the water. That said, I need to get the energy, of course.
We're under attack.
The ship is disabled now, so I'm probably going to take a lot of losses that I wouldn't have taken otherwise. Although not that many. But still.
You got it.
We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack.
You got it. You got it. Ready. On my way.
We're under attack.
Oh yeah, the cannons do recharge rather quickly. That's a major benefit of playing as the Admiral. He can get an ability that reduces charge time with 30%. And then you can also pick a stratagem that further reduces it with 30%. And those stack additively, so that's 60% reduction. Or alternatively, it means that the guns will recharge 2.5 times as fast as default.
We're under attack.
Follow me. You got it.
You can pick a ship that has a gun type that gets further cooldown reduction. If you do that, it gets really crazy. I do think that 60% reduction is enough though, especially since with Anvil I will get enough room to do other things as well.
Let's go.
We're under attack.
On my way.
Okay, something peculiar has happened.
We're under attack.
My crystal income is now lower than my ore income, so that's going to be a concern. It's rather difficult to spend ore without having crystals. Most things that costs
We're under attack.
most things that costs ore also costs crystals. The major exception is mortars and the alternatives, as well as the cyborgs. My personal suggestion is that you have lancers and electro cyborgs as an option. So if you do get into this situation, that's a good opportunity to build them. Electro cyborgs and lancers
We're under attack.
do combine rather well. There's a lot of units that do not combine well. But electro cyborgs and lancers are definitely one of the exceptions.
We're under attack.
You know what? To be honest, I think the default cyborg and lancers will also combine pretty well. Major problem though is cost. Like
You got it.
right now I have more ore income than crystal income, but under more normal circumstances that's not the case, and having units that are very expensive both on ore isn't such a great idea. So normally that's the one weakness with cyborgs. They are melee units and they want some sort of range support. Only problem is that pretty much any ranged supports cost ore, and cyborgs costs ore as well. That creates a situation where you don't really
On my way.
have many good options for them. Avengers and the robots, Arash or Spinners, they cost only crystals, so you can use your ore to get backup for them, no problem.
You got it.
We're under attack.
On my way. You got it. You got it. Let's go.
We're under attack.
On my way. Let's go. Go, go, go.
This is also probably cyborgs that don't really combine well with walls.
We're under attack.
I guess that's also for most melee units the same problem, so.
You got it.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
On my way. Follow me. You got it.
We're under attack.
Let's go. You got it.
We're under attack.
Let's go.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Affirmative. On my way.
We're under attack.
I have pretty much stopped building cyborgs and troopers, and I am now focusing on artillery and monolith. So we'll see how long it takes for my infantry to greatly diminish in size.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
You got it. Let's go.
We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack.
Let's go.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Let's go.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Let's go.
We're under attack.
Affirmative.
We're under attack.
On my way. Let's go.
I think it's rather funny what happens at the end game. We have captains with their own quirks and have their own advantages and disadvantages, but for most captains, when you reach the end game, whatever they were about kind of vanishes and it just becomes a spam of monolith artillery and plasma cannons. For robots it's similar, but replace use Mecha Tyrantis and then either the Rainmaker or the SLRS.
Copy. You got it. Let's go. Let's go.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
On my way. Let's go. You got it. On my way. Let's go. You got it. On my way. On my way. You got it.
We're under attack.
This is where cannons really do come in handy. If you misjudge where a wave will come, then the cannons can easily save the day. That said, if I had instead built more manufacturing wise, I would have had more money and most likely would have had up more units and more defense that I could have spread out and better covered all the bases. So
We're under attack.
On my way.
We're under attack.
You got it. Let's go. On my way. You got it.
I think I should have built a radar much earlier, but scan not well.
We're under attack.
I would have said better late than never, but it's pointless actually to build it now, since I'm not really building much more infantry, if any at all.
You got it.
We're under attack.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You got it.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
You got it.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Let's go. On my way. You got it.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
On my way.
We're under attack.
Let's go. Let's go. You got it. Let's go.
We're under attack.
Let's go. Let's go. You got it.
We're under attack.
You got it. Let's go. On my way. On my way.
We're under attack.
On my way. You got it. You got it. Engage.
I was at over 2,500 effort income. It has gone down a bit now, but well, it goes down and up because I am building still more hubs. So this would have been the second last wave if it weren't because I'm playing on Ignis Rift. But now that I am playing on Ignis Rift, there's going to be 3 more waves instead of just 1. What I think they should have done for Ignis Rift is that you get 10 waves, but you get all those 10 waves on the same amount of time you normally get 8 waves. That would have justified the score multiplier, as this Ignis Rift gives more score than set, but is much easier. Place here is looking more and more like something I may want to expand to. The decision with expanding to places like that, it's much easier with the robots because they can use spreaders to get over, and when they do, the enemies don't get a bridge, so it doesn't become another entrance for the enemies, but the humans will have to bridge over the lava, and when the bridges are over lava, it's considered an entrance point for the enemies now, so waves can start appearing there. Or can start going through that new area. But it looks like it's going to be easily defended, so I have no reason not to go there. To be honest, normally I wouldn't have bothered expanding at this point. I would just have taken whatever land I have, gone for maximum manufacturing buys, with full crew, that is, and then just built up my defenses. Okay, my effort income is down now, less than 500, and it's steadily decreasing. I'm still building hubs, and I can for a while get the effort up that way. And I think at this point it's still worth delaying the inevitable. I don't have to rush getting into a situation where manufacturing buys are the only way to get the effort. I must say that having this sort of negative income is rather unique to this game in this genre. You typically don't get into this sort of situation in They Are Billions.
On my way. You got it.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
On my way. You got it.
We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack.
On my way. On my way.
We're under attack.
You got it. Let's go.
I think my cyborgs are down to... Is it 18? It's hard to see. Or maybe it's 12. Anyway, there used to be a lot more of them.
You got it.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
I think that the electro cyborgs are much better. This was really more an experiment, but
We're under attack.
it made the Admiral cannons more useful because I did not have the firepower to just easily clear everything without help of the ship cannons. Oh yeah, since I'm done building infantry, it's time to remove all the academies and replace it with more valuable buildings.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
I have got an effort production up again over 1,600. It went down to 1,500 now.
On my way. Let's go.
Or am I rambling?
We're under attack.
On my way.
Well, I'm over 2,000 now. So I gotten back up quite a lot now again, but it's going to go down then again. On this stage you could go entirely without manufacturing buys because you can easily get enough effort from just hubs and their upgraded versions. But on set I think you're going to have a hard time against the final wave
Let's go.
without some more effort beyond, although I don't think it's impossible.
On my way. On my way.
This is the not last wave. That would have been last wave if it was, well, most other stages.
Engage.
Now my effort income is down on 700 again, and I am starting to reach the end of where I can go. I'm losing quite a lot of effort income due to using the ship cannons. That said, the ship cannon means that I actually need less defenses. It's a bit too late for the ballistic missile to really help. I cleared out everything I intend to clear out. I'm actually running out of isotopes now. I do have 4 robo forges though, and I'm building up the ship, so it's not that strange. I have decided to not build an 8 cannon, because the cannons I already have seems to be more than enough. this is going to be especially true now that I have fully cleared and I have built defenses more or less everywhere. Getting into a situation where enemies coming from an unexpected angle is no longer a problem because I will have soon defenses everywhere. Oh yeah, another disadvantage with relying on ship cannons. You absolutely do need some sort of defense against ship invasion. If you rely on cannons and the Goo invades the ship at the wrong moment, you're screwed. So either you need the firepower to defeat it somewhat quickly, or you want 100% thrust power so you just don't ever get invaded.
On my way.
If you're using manufacturing buys, doesn't matter. Even if the ship gets disabled, the manufacturing buys will still work. But the ship cannons, however, won't. I'm kind of finalizing my ship layout now. Rather how many buildings there will be of each type. Oh yeah, I'm removing out of the laser cannons from the ship and replacing it with higher tier cannons because, well, the laser cannons are mostly useful when you're clearing in order to take out high priority targets. They do almost nothing against a horde. I'm building the beam towers because I'm not sure that my army will get there on time. Must say though that the air units do get somewhat difficult in this map. Although they have a tendency to cause more annoyance than actual harm. Okay, I'm speeding up because now there's really just building more army for the rest of the run and waiting for the final wave. Anyway, funny story. This map was supposed to have the enemy commandos attacking you just like in operations, but that got delayed, and then when operation came, that was moved to operation. I don't understand why didn't implement it now that it is in operations. That said, I personally think it would be more important to make enemy waves tight, or have, as I said before, have all the waves come in, all 10 waves come in 250 cycles instead of 310, so you get only like 25 cycles or so per wave. That is pretty much what you get in Elysium one, so I think this is perfectly manageable. There are some tricks you can do in Elysium months, like you can easier predict where they will come from, because they are going to come from the spawners. But still, I do think that under those conditions, this stage would probably still not be harder than set. As it is, however, this is in dead middle in difficulty between set and Carolus region, or whatever the grassland region is called.
Right away.
Oh yeah, I'm negative 1700 effort. Not as bad as I think it was like over 3000 negative effort in set. But still, that's sad.
Engage. Commencing.
If I hadn't built enough units to get massive negative effort income, I think I would have done just fine anyway. The wave is cleared really quickly because I have all the defenses close to my base, so they are quickly engaged. This wave here is probably going to take the longest time, but it's not going to last for long.